again, for creating an academic email, we can go to the home page of Imam Reza International University, and here in the quick access we have Parto portal. By clicking on this button, then by using your Darsa username and password, you can easily go to your portal. Okay, so this is the procedure of creating an email. So if I want to explain in فارسی، بنابراین برای ساخت ایمیل شما به سامانه پرتو وارد میشید. اینجا نام کاربری و پسورد رو، همون نام کاربری و پسوردتون برای سامانه درسا وارد میشید و با نوشتن نام خانوادگی و یک موبایل نامبر که گفتم دات کلی میتونه یک شماره دلخواه موبایل توی ایران باشه، منتها باید اینا حتما باید 11 رقم باشه و ما میتونیم خیلی راحت این اکانت رو بسازیم. But don't forget that when you want to write your name and family, they must be in English form, not in Persian or in Arabic. So don't forget about that. This is very similar. For example, if you want to create a Gmail or Yahoo Mail or anything else. Okay, so let me stop sharing. Okay, the second one here is how to access your academic email. For example, suppose that for dear Yusuf, maybe they will send him his new academic email, and then he wants to go to the mailbox. So to enter to your email mailbox, university mailbox, this is the first step. How to enter to your mailbox. This is the direct link to do that. And the second one, to enter your email and password that is approved via your university. So after your email is provided for you, then you can easily enter and go to your mail box. So again, let me share my desktop. Okay, here you can see again you can enter the home page of ImamReza International University, then go to the bottom of the page. Here we have some quick access here, and now to access your mailbox, this is the option that help you post the electronic or email or mailbox. So let me click on this link. Okay, as you know, I've already have my academic email. My academic email is ahmadi@imamreza.ac.ir. Here, this is my email that the university created for me some years ago, and this is my password, and I can easily sign into my mailbox. So okay, here you can see my mailbox here, And for example, this is the exercise that one of your friends from another code that sent me an email with his academic email. Okay, so I can easily use this mailbox for doing many things. You can easily compose an email and other things with your mailbox. Okay, any question about how to access your mailbox? Okay, thank you. So this is how we can create and access our mailbox. Okay, now before I talk about how to access databases from ImamReza International University, let me explain your third exercise here. For your third exercise, please create an academic email. This is the email that the university will send you, and then send me an email with your new email address. So by using this email address, you should send me an email. You should send me an email. So this is my academic email, Ahmadi @imamreza.ac.ir, and the subject of the email should be here your first name and family name plus your student number. So you can easily do this third exercise after you have your academic email. Okay, so to show you in my desktop, suppose that this is your mailbox, and here by using this compose button here, you can easily send an email. For example, suppose that this is your email and you should send to me. So you should type Ahmadi @imamreza.ac.ir. But the subject should be your name and your family name plus your student number. Okay. For example, you can type. Dear Dr. Ahmadi, this is my academic email as requested. Here you can see regards, and here your name, and then send this email here, and you can see that I sent a mail to my own email here. Okay, any question about the exercise number 3? Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. So let me stop sharing. Okay, now خب پس بنابراین if I want to explain in فارسی تمرین تحلیل شماره 3 یک ایمیل دانشگاهی بسازید و سپس از طریق صندوق ایمیل خود برای من یک ایمیل ارسال کنید. ایمیل دانشگاهی من ahmadi@imamreza.ac.ir عنوان ایمیل or subject، نام و نام خانوادگی و شماره دانشجویی. So this is your next exercise for this course. Okay, so let me back to page number 1. Let me go to the bottom of the page. Now, after you have your academic email, maybe you can use some databases via your university website. Here, I wrote 2 steps for that. The first step, here you can see the first step is to click on this button, the library section, کتابخانه or library button. And the second step is to click on پایگاه‌های اطلاعاتی here for databases. So this is the way to access databases from the university. پایگاه‌های اطلاعاتی or databases. Okay, so again, let me stop sharing. Here, go to my desktop. Okay, let's go to the top of the page. Here you can see the library button here, کتابخانه و مرکز اطلاع رسانی. So I can click on this button. And here we can see پایگاه‌های اطلاعاتی or databases. So I click on this button. Okay. You can see that for this university or for our university, we have 2 types of databases that's supported by your university. This is Persian databases and this is English databases you can use with this website. And now I want to talk about one of these Persian databases for you. Here we have some Persian databases, for example, Nurmags. Here we have Civilica, we have Magiron, here Abrenur, and other databases. But among these 5 databases, these 2 are useful for us. So as an engineering student, we can use Civilica or Magron to access Persian databases. So we can work with these 2 types of databases, civilica.com and Magron. Okay, any question? Any question about Persian or English databases? Okay, so you don't need these databases. We can on we can only use these types of databases for Persian. Okay, so for example, in this session, let me go to Civilica website. Here you can see a tutorial PDF file. This is a tutorial how to access Civilica out of the university. So let me click on this link. Here, this is a quick tutorial that was written in Persian, and this is the image steps here to how to join this database. But to access Civilica, you can click on this logo here, or you can type civilica.com. So let me click on this button. Okay, here you can see the homepage of civilica.com, and here you can see that I have an already account in this Civilica. But let me give you some important hint about this website. Here we have a login button and a register button here. So to register, I click on this button, and don't forget that we have some problems here when you want to join Civilica, because it requires a real mobile number that is registered in Iran. So let me ask you a question. Do you have an Iranian mobile number yet or not? Okay, now, so, okay, so for students that have mobile number that registers in Iran, you can register in Civilica. But if you don't have a mobile number in Iran, so you can't register. So don't forget that. But for using Civilica, you should have a real mobile number registered in Iran. Okay, any question? Okay. Okay, so this is a limitation that maybe you face in joining Civilica, but maybe in the future, if you have a mobile number, maybe you can easily solve this problem. But you can see that this is my mobile number and my password. And let me click on I'm not robot. So I enter my profile, and this is the profile that I have in Civilica portal. Okay, now here, for example, to show you how to find your relevant papers, here we have advanced search here. So I click on this button, and for example, we can find some articles, for example, reinforcement learning. I want to find some papers title that are English. Okay, so for example, reinforcement learning, there are some ways to refine your research, and here let me search for that. Okay, here you can see, you can find some results, but as you can see, you can see two types of results here. Here you can see مقاله ژورنالی or journal papers. Here you can see with the orange color, but the blue ones are مقاله کنفرانسی or conference papers that is shown by blue color. Okay, so you can see two types of papers that are found with your keywords: journal papers and conference papers. So here you can see some results. Here you can see the orange ones are journals and the blue ones are conference papers. Okay, was it clear for you? So by searching some keywords, you can find journal papers and conference papers that are published in Iranian journals. Okay, it is especially useful for downloading conference papers. This is very good option. This is a good website to study and download conference papers. Here you can see it said that file کامل or full text. So you can easily download the full text of this journal papers. Here, this is our keyword that we search: reinforcement learning, and here we can see many papers that we search for this kind of keywords. Okay, so this is the procedure how to research in Civilica. So for example, let me go to download, for example, this one: reinforcement learning based search RLS algorithm in social networks. Here, for example, suppose that I want to download this conference paper. So here you can see the date of publications, the location of publications, the name of authors, and the number of pages. It is 6, and the language is English. Okay, so here you can easily click on this button and it will be redirected to this page. Okay, so here you have two options. This is option number 1 and this is option number 2. This option is a free option, and this option you should pay for it. But here you can see the message of this website to me. Here in فارسی it said شما عضو مرکز دانشگاه امام رضا هستید
و با کلیک بر روی لینک فوق فایل PDF مقاله رایگان در اختیار شما قرار خواهد گرفت. In English we can say you are the member of ImamReza-University, and by click on the aforementioned link, it means that this link you can easily download the PDF file freely. So this is why we require academic email, especially when you are an international student, because if you have an academic email you can freely download papers from these types of websites and databases. So I want to access this PDF file freely, so I click on this button. Here I have an option دریافت file. So let me open it with my Firefox browser, and you can see that here this is the name of the conference, the NANS International Conference on E-commerce with focus on e-business. This is the name of the conference. This is the IEEE conference, and here you can see the title of paper, the name of authors here, and other types of information here. So I can easily download this paper. Okay, any question about my explanations? Okay, so don't forget that to use this website, maybe some of you have some limitations because you don't have mobile number registered in Iran yet. But in the future, I will introduce another websites that don't require a mobile number, and just by using your academic email, you can access these papers and other research topics. Okay, any question? Okay, thank you. So in this session, we talked about Civilica database to download conference papers, journal papers that are published in Iran in Farsi and in English format. Doesn't matter. You can easily access and easily and freely download by this website. Okay. So let me stop sharing. Okay, so in this session, I talked about the first resource, or Persian resource, useful for engineering student, especially because you are a computer engineering student. And in the next session, I will talk about another
Question for the
database.
homework.
So if any
So the
question,
homework
please
just
ask me,
we send
or
the
if
image.
not, we can
That's all.
finish this
There is nothing
lecture.
to upload in Darsa.
Okay, dear Lace, if you have any question. Uh, yes, you should upload. For example, suppose that please take a snapshot or take an image from your email and then send this image
and upload this image to Darsa portal, okay? So
Another
send me
question,
an
should
email
the deadline
and
for the
then
homeworks be? What if
by a screenshot, by taking the
I didn't
screenshot
get
of your
the
desktop,
feedback
send that
in the
image to the Darsa
portal?
portal.
They didn't active my email, so
Yeah.
I actually I want to increase the deadline if you allow this. Thank you, doctor.
Yeah,
Thank
no,
you
no
so much.
problem. If you have any problems in the deadline, you can send me a message and I can extend for all of the students. So don't worry about that. Okay? You're welcome. Thank you. Okay, any question? Okay, thank you so much. Now we can finish our lecture here at this time. And thank you so much for attending this lecture and hope to see you next week in the class. Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Thank you so much. And again, I repeat that if any question about this course, you can easily send me